One word to describe my career would be insanity. Like it just never ends.
Leave me alone.
What's up? We're here in On and Off episode 2, the host Il Mato, with a special guest today, Marcello Peschiera, also known as Bellows. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. How are you? Happy you're here.
I'm doing great. Nice to know your house for the first time. Thank you for opening the doors for us.
Of course, bro. Welcome.
And I'm glad to be here to have a nice conversation today.
Yeah.
And well, tell us, for the people that don't know you, a quick sentence of who you are in one sentence.
For sure. My name is Marcello. I go by Bellow. I'm a full-time cinematographer, photographer, and I own Bellows Film Lab.
Top 3 works that come to your head,
Top 3.
or even like collaborations.
Yeah. I mean, shooting-wise, lately we've done a bunch of stuff with like FEID. That's my king right there. What else? We have a project right now with Will Smith, a bunch of beauty stuff, Sol de Janeiro and stuff like that. So it's gonna be good, dude.
Okay.
Busy year so far.
Okay, I'm excited to hear about all that. I was telling you, I found some interviews of you on the web from high school. They were pretty cool, like just getting to know your background. You had this band, the Plotting You guys were touring around. Tell me about that.
Yeah, bro, I was in a few bands. The Plotting You, I played in a band called Allison Tonight. I played in another band called Dineside.
Everything in high school?
Yeah, throughout high school, maybe actually all high school. But no, bro, I've always been a musician. I think music has always been my passion. I think it's actually helped me a lot with like music videos, like the shots to the beats and like finding little movements and stuff with that. But yeah, bro, ever since I was a baby, like my mom tells stories of playing like Mozart, Beethoven, all the classical stuff. And at some point I just started like, I don't know, in elementary school, I joined like orchestra, like you had to be in something. So I joined orchestra, I started playing there, and
What were you playing there on the
when I started, I was playing double bass, which is like the really tall, like jazz bass. Dude, I did that for like 10 years.
sick?
But over time, I just fell in love with everything, bro. I played saxophone, trumpet, violin, cello, guitar, bass, drums.
And on
like
the bands, were you playing like drums?
drums only. Yeah. I think drums is like my favorite instrument. Like it's like,
Because I saw a bunch of guitars inside.
yeah, guitar is like my second love.
Guitars and drums.
Yeah. Mostly drums.
And how did you jump from like, okay, you got this inspo of music. Did you start it in music videos? Like how did you relate into, and you got into like cinematography or your first camera?
Yeah.
How did you hop from that?
So I had always been like since very, very young, like 12 years old, a photographer. So my dad used to give me a bunch of his film cameras. I would go, dude,
Photographer also?
he's like a hobby photographer.
Okay.
But bro, like there were times where he would take me to the zoo that was by my house, drop me off. I was like 12 years old. He'd drop me off. I'd go run around the zoo taking pictures of the animals with like a fucking 600mm lens. I would walk to Walgreens, develop them, and look and be like, okay, I need to do this. I need to change. Bro, 12 years old.
Sick.
Crazy.
Like taking notes when you
Yeah. Like, okay, I shot like 5.6 and it looks like this and whatever. So I did that for a while. And then my transition to music videos and stuff started because one of my friends, Pedro, was like, hey, can you shoot a cover for me? And I'm like, an album cover. I'm like, yeah, bro, I got you. That's easy. No worries. And we did the album cover and he goes, oh, can you help me do a video? And I was like, I've never done video, but like, sure.
But you had a digital camera?
I had a digital camera. Yeah. I was doing the Canon 6D. Yeah. Yo, me and that camera, bro, like this, like this. And I use it for everything. So I did like my first photo projects with that, my first music video, my first short film, everything was on this camera.
Uh-huh.
You know?
And how was that first experience? The video came out well? Like,
Super good, dude. It
was
came out.
you?
It was
Like,
me.
you,
Me and
him,
him. It was me and him. Yep. Me and him in the 6D. We shot at sunset. We had like an old pickup truck. And bro, it looked beautiful. And I think that was the moment I was like, okay, I love photography, but it's just one frame. With video, with motion, I can tell stories. I can show different setups. It made me more inspired to be creative. You know.
And is there like a point where, or like a specific gig where you said like, now I'm a DP? Like you started calling yourself as a DP? Like what was that breaking point like between those?
Man, the one that I remember, I think was my first like big job. because I was doing a lot of DPing work for like smaller things, smaller artists, like indie artists and stuff. But I think what made it for me was actually a French artist named Booba. He's a French rapper. And it was my first like big budget. We were in a studio, all controlled lighting, like
Miami.
in Miami, yeah. And man, like that was the first time that I like didn't have to hold the camera. We had an operator. I had all the lights that I wanted that, you know, like my mentor Egon had showed me, like, hey, tungsten this, HMI that, cut here, add this. And like it was the first time I
Eagle
felt
there?
he was not there. He wasn't there that day. He was there in spirit, you know? But dude, that was the day that like it all clicked for me. I'm like, okay, this is my life now. Like this is my job, you know?
Uh,
And yeah, from there, dude, it was like
and
incredible.
wait, I want to talk about this important character.
Dude.
So I was also thinking, because since I'm little, also I'm like, I don't know if that happened to you, but I was like so scared of equipment. Like scared in the sense of like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like
Yeah.
if you're on set, like as an assistant, you're like, you don't want to fuck it up. Like the equipments
Yeah.
are expensive. You don't know how to work things, like the lights.
Yeah.
How did you get like comfortable with that? Like I guess
Dang.
Egon helped you on that, but talk us
Yeah.
about like how did you started like relating with big equipment,
Yeah.
learning about that?
So like simultaneously with being in all of these bands, being in high school, I also had like shoots. I had my first film, you know, my first like feature film in a motel in Miami. And I was an intern for like 3 months at another rental house in Miami. And dude, like I think working there made me comfortable because it's like, dude, I was like 16 years old and I would work like 9 to 5 like for the summers and stuff. And they put me on like 30-foot ladders, changing bulbs, you know, and like, dude, I remember going up the ladder like this, like shaking with the bulb in my hand, and I'm like screwing so slowly so I don't drop it and doing the other. And doing that for 3 months, bro, learning how to like check in the orders, turn on the cameras, build the cameras, set up the lights, you know, like that experience helped me familiarize myself with the equipment, with the lighting, with what to do, what not to do, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, and with Egon, I mean, I love Egon. That is like he has such a special place in my heart, man. Like that is like someone that I've always looked up to, even today. Like, you know, he owns Cinevideotech, which, you know, at its peak was like the biggest rental house in the South, man. They did like all the gear for Dexter, for everything, all the biggest shows, movies, everything in Florida and it's the South. And yeah, man, like he would basically tell me, okay, you're gonna come Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and you're gonna be here from 10 to whatever. I'd go, I'd set up lights, whatever. And he's so funny because he would tell me 10 a.m. and he would show up at like 3. So for the first like 5 hours, I would just pull shit off the shelf, like giant 20K lights, plug them into the generator, turn them on. He had like
Did he
cameras and
work?
stuff. Mhm.
Did he work on the rental that you were talking?
No,
Okay.
he owned CVT for a long time, and he kind of just like went into gaffing more, DPing more, you know, and he still had people at the shop, but it was more like he was pursuing like the DPing and the gaffing and stuff like that, you know? And and yeah, bro, like I would just go and fuck around basically. Like I would pull stuff off the shelves, I would test the cameras, test different lenses, and it made me very familiar with like the older equipment, you know? Like I don't know, I feel like nowadays, hot take, a lot of DPs, especially like newer DPs, are all like LED. I need control. I need a wrap pack. I need all this stuff, DMX. And it's like, like Egon taught me how to use hot lights. He taught me how to cut. He taught me how to dim. He taught me how to shape. And like, I'm so grateful for that. You know what I mean? Because it really influenced like my style as a DP too.
Yeah, yeah. And did you started working with Egon like on set? Like
Yeah.
did you like assist him at the beginning or
Yeah,
how's that?
so the first time I met him was on a feature film. I think I was either second unit DPing or I was a B cam operator, something, and he was the gaffer. So it was a long TV show. It was supposed to be for Netflix. I don't remember the name, but we shot for like 9 weeks or like
Okay.
10 weeks or something. And he was gaffing, and you know we were always together, and I was always like, hey, so why are you doing that? You know, well, why is that there? Well, what's the purpose? And he's, oh, because, you know, you want to have a little like 3/4 backlight and it gives you mood. And I'm like, okay, like
Mood.
mood, 3/4 backlight. Okay, what is that? A 12K? 12K? Okay. So I would do a lot of that and just like kind of pester him, you know, like, I remember he built this like dolly rig and I'm like, why would you do it like this and not like this? Like, why did you, you know? And he's like, oh, because, you know, when you get to this point, then you're going to get stuck. And I'm like, oh, you can get stuck. You know, don't do that. And so it became this like lesson. Like he's a great teacher too. I mean, he's like, he loves teaching. I think that's his main passion, you know? And so having these conversations with him and learning from him, I was like so inspired. I was like, oh my God, dude, the shoots after that, like I used every technique that I learned from him. I'm like, I have to incorporate it into this project. I have to use this. Like I would call him, like I did a pilot in Atlanta and we drove all of the equipment up to Atlanta because I wanted to rent from him, use the specific stuff that I had seen him use, you know? And yeah, man, like it's my mentor to this day. Like we talk, we catch up, and you know, he's I come to him with questions. Hey, have you ever used this lens? I'm getting asked for this lens. I've never seen it. I rent from him a lot still,
Okay.
you know?
Because I thought like if you have like a rental house, like
Yeah.
you need to know so much about
So much.
equipment. So I was like, how did you started learning of
Yeah.
all that? But yeah, I guess like Egon
Yeah.
is the man that
Yeah,
helped you.
dude.
And how did you started like building your own team? Like after that, like the team that you have today, like
Yeah.
what's your full squad?
Yeah, I mean, dude, like it's a big team. The thing is, like, I personally like I like to work with people that I like, you know? Like I would rather if somebody is passionate, if somebody is optimistic and excited, like I would rather be with them for 16 hours on set than someone who is a drag, someone who is like unhappy to be there and whatever. And a big part of that comes to I think like my own personality, you know, one thing that like I think anybody can attest about me is that like I tend to be very chill and it tends to come off as if I don't care. And I care a lot. I care about my passion. I care about everything that I make. But when I'm surrounded by people who are very anxious or very like, what are we gonna do? The world is ending. It makes me like, I don't really like this, you know? So like my core team, my gaffers, like Tico, fucking Togno, Chachi, like all these people, like they're so chill, they're down to earth, they're there to find solutions, you know? Davin, I met Davin, I slid in his DMs and I said, yo, I need an AC for a short film or whatever. And he drove to Gainesville for a shoot. And dude, like he's like one of my go-tos for camera assisting and stuff like that. And he's like one of my best friends, you know? So it's like my team is very handpicked,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. We were talking about you remember like that calm that you have on set,
Yeah.
especially like in crazy moments.
Yeah.
Like you have any like story on your head of like that those moments in set where like everything is fucked or
Yeah.
something happened.
The
Like
thing is, like, you know what I learned like years ago, man, is that like stressing, complaining, crying, it doesn't change anything. Like when you're in a situation, like the only thing you can do is figure it out. Truthfully, it's like you're in that, it's not gonna change. Recently, I was on a shoot, a music video with this amazing director duo from New York, and we were shooting in a studio, all good, and we're like steady cam, tripod, back and forth, and at some point, we're doing a close-up of the artist with a 75 with a master prime. So it's not a cheap lens, you know, it's like a $20,000 lens. And we're on this close-up, I put the lens on and I'm like trying to mess with the iris and the shutter. And dude, like, I'm like churning it and I'm like, now the iris is moving with the focus. And I'm like, oh, that's not normal. Like, that's not right. So I'm playing with it, I'm playing with it. I take it off, I'm like shaking it, and there's something broken inside. And I'm like, I don't want to fuck with it because it's gonna get worse. So I go to the director, I go, hey, dude, the lens just broke. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna try to get us another one. Don't worry, we'll be good. And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, bro, it just broke right now. Like, it's fine. I'm like, it's fine. We can fix it. It's probably a very easy thing to fix. And he's like, why are you so calm? And I'm like, I don't know, like it's broken, like we can't really do anything, you know. But I'm like, don't worry, we have a 40, a 150, we have all these other lenses. And he goes, I have never met a DP who did not get phased by a broken lens on set. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I can scream if you want, but like, there's no point, you know?
but you think it has something to do? I'm just thinking in like in some experience that I had in set,
Sure.
like with the like la obsesividad, like obsessiveness, that like, cause like you gotta like switch paths,
Yeah.
you know, like oh you're not using that lens, so like. But I feel like, for example, in myself, it's hard to get off an idea. Like I really want to use that lens, so now I'm like stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like?
I feel you. I feel you.
Mm.
I think for me personally, bro, no. Like I've gotten to a point where with the shoots, with the labs, with everything in my life, you need to surround yourself with people who help you create and help you solution everything, you know? So it's like in that situation, I'm like, I can panic, I can freak out, but truthfully, like maybe this is a blessing. You know, maybe the 75 was not the lens, you know, for the shoot. And now we're using the 50. We're using the 150. Bro, I have this 150 millimeter lens. I never use. I always bring it on the shoots because I'm like, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it. I never use it. Maybe the lens broke and I had to use the 150. And you saw the video. The video's beautiful. You know, the close up with the eyes, whatever. Maybe it had to happen, bro.
Right.
And I think letting go of the control, of course, you need to have some sort of creative control, but letting go of like this exact, I need this has to be like this. When you let that go, it opens you up to create more beautiful things, you know? And so I feel like even when I shot list, like, you know, when I sit down with the director and we're talking about shots and whatever, I always tell them, I said, listen, we can sit here for 8 hours. We can shot list the whole thing and whatever.
We're not gonna do that.
And I always tell them, I go, listen, we can have an idea. When we're there and when you see the lighting, when you see the set, when you see the you know, $1 million LED wall, it's not gonna look like this. You know, and it got to the point where a lot of directors are like, okay, we'll do a rough outline and then we'll figure it out. And for me, I like working like that because now we're on set, we're improvising, we're thinking creatively. You know, we have like all the tools that we need to create. So it's like, let's create, you know?
Yeah. The same thing I think about like locations, because you picture locations in your head sometimes that are completely different.
Yeah,
And like you plan shooting things this way or whatever.
exactly.
And then the location, or even like what you say, like you get here, or what happened today, like we were planning shooting that way.
Bro, yeah.
And then you come here and
And
you
it's
see a
like-
space and
Yeah.
yeah.
But that's the thing. That's why for me, like, I don't obsess over these ideas or concepts, you know?
And talking about your team, have you had the experience of like working? I feel it's pretty interesting when you have to like when you're forced to work with another team,
Yeah.
especially like local teams,
Yeah, of course.
like of another country or whatever. So do you have like your? I remember you talked to me about like some legendary
Dude.
characters of others.
Dude, my favorite story to this day is the AC in Bogota. Can you remember his name? It's like Juan or something, no? Or am I tripping? I don't remember his name, bro, but amazing guy. We shot with him for like a day or two. We had a prep and then a shoot day. And man, like when we were wrapping out the shoot, he was great on set. Focus was good. From what I remember, focus was good. He was attentive. He was fast, like just a great guy, super friendly. At the end of the shoot, bro, we're packing up. You know, I'm talking with Zach, the director, and Ken and everybody, and we're running around. And I get to my cases, bro. He vacuumed all the cases. He organized. He relabeled. He put barcodes. He said, this is broken, has to be replaced. All the foam was like rebuilt. Like he took care of everything, like fully. And it was like the first time an assistant had ever done that. And I was like, holy shit, you know? But then I work with ACs and I'm like, this is rough. You know, like, you know, I noticed also like where I shoot, everything changes. Shooting in like New York, for example, things are typically a little more serious. Things are a little more stressful. Whereas for me, I'm just calm. Like, I'm like, oh, the camera exploded. It's okay. Like, let's go get another one, you know? Like, we have time. Like, we're good. But then shooting with a crew from like Jamaica, where it's like everyone's on island time and it's like, yo, we need to get this shot right now. And they're like, yeah. We'll get there. We'll get there. And then they're moving the camera and they're here and they're amazing too, you know? And I remember shooting a music video there for one of the, I don't remember, one of the Marley brothers, I think. And we had to get a big light. I don't know, dude. Probably some big
You're
HMI.
shooting on the street.
Yeah, like in the streets, dude, in the streets. And our generator like caught fire. Like it was a gas generator, it like exploded. I don't know, they couldn't get it to work. And it was the only light that we had to light up the street. So my gaffer, again, this guy, Sid, so cool, so chill, island time, island vibe, in sandals and a t-shirt, a tank top. And he goes, oh, don't worry, we'll find a solution. And I'm like, dude, what do you mean? I go, our generator exploded. We're 2 hours in the mountain, bro. Like, what do you mean? He goes, no, don't worry. And I see them running cable. And I'm like, where the fuck are they gonna plug in? I saw this guy climb the fucking electric tower, bro. He climbed the tower to the top and he plugged into the tower, bro. And the light turns on and I'm like, no, dude, this is crazy. This is
That would
crazy.
never happen here.
Never.
Yeah.
It would not happen.
I felt that immediately when I moved here because like I was, what in
And
the
in,
US industry.
yeah, in Chile, it's like a whole vibe, no?
I mean, like you can do more stuff that is not permitted, you know, like
Right.
here, and on the other side, like I like it here sometimes because like they
There's
guarantee
structure.
you more things
Yeah.
and like people are on point, blah blah blah. But also like sometimes you gotta get off that grid and like
And
hop
hop
on the
around.
stairs,
Yeah,
and, like,
dude. Yeah,
you
of
know,
course.
because like if not, you're done.
Of course, you have to, bro. You
Oh
have to.
yeah, yeah. And about this like getting nervous and things, you talked to me about this big project that you have.
Yeah.
Like, how are you feeling with that? What's coming
Dude.
on this next project?
Yeah, I mean, I can't get too specific, but I mean, it's a huge beauty brand. Like, it's my biggest budget, I think, to date. You know, the producer is someone I worked with on Tommy Hilfiger and all these other brands, and it's just like, it's crazy to see, like, you know, that my crew beneath, like working with me is like 40 people. Like, it's like, whoa, like 20 in the lighting department, 10 in the camera department. Like, it is like, whoa, like, it's crazy. And so I'm nervous because I'm like, we have an insane Alexa 65 coming from LA to shoot, and 2 units and like another DP that I have to talk to and work with. And like, it's just nerve wracking. It's like crane, Steadicam, handheld, tripod, dolly, like,
What are the things that get you most nervous? Like, what is in your head? Like when you wake up,
yeah.
when you're shooting this?
In a couple weeks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
like you wake up and what is like
I'm not
el
I'm not
sueño?
nervous yet. I think like the day before, in the morning of, it's gonna hit me. The thing is, like, I know truthfully, like it's gonna turn out great. We have an amazing team. The crew is incredible. The creative is incredible. The director is a Mexican guy named Mao, bro. Incredible fucking director, visionary. Like, he knows what he wants. He knows what he needs. You know, and I love working with people like that. You know, I think nowadays I work with a good amount of directors that are just like very dependent on the DPs to do the creative. You know, and like, I don't like that. Like, you know.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So, but it sounds exciting.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
I'm asking you about the nervous thing because like I'm a nervous guy.
Yeah,
And I can't imagine like just waking up that day or like even the days before. Like
yeah.
when you get nervous of like of things of like big shoots, it's because about like what like equipment or like what
Man,
gets you most
it's
nervous? Like
everything. Like, it's I think it's a good thing though, because it's like, you know, when you stop feeling nervous, I think it's like you've kind of gotten used to it. Now you're in a pattern. The nervousness makes me think. It makes me creative. It makes me look at things like, okay, what if this doesn't look good? What about this? What about this? What if we did this with this lens? Like, you know, and like, I still get nervous about a lot of jobs. Like, there's a good chunk that, like, you know, I'm on my way to set and I'm like, okay, there's a pit in my stomach. Like, this is gonna be a trip. But, you know, the support system that I have on set is incredible. Like, I know I never have to worry about if the lights will work because the vendors that we have are incredible. I never have to worry if the camera package is gonna be okay because we take care of it. Like, we make sure that it's all good. The focus, the assistant, the everything. Like,
right.
you know, like,
Right.
we control all the variables. You know what I
When
mean?
you get your back, like you have a solid crew that
Yeah, yeah. Then you feel better. You feel like at ease, you know?
And what about the side of the business side? You talked to me about this moment where you have this accident
Yeah,
and you change like what happened with that? I don't even know about the accident. So like
yeah.
tell me about
Dude, so the accident was crazy. Basically, on my tea. Basically, like, this was 2020. This is right in the middle of the pandemic, dude. Like, it's crazy. And I don't know if you were here for the pandemic, but bro, like, Miami was busy. It was probably one of the busiest years I ever had. Like, all the jobs from LA, all the jobs from New York, everything were all coming here because there were no rules, there was no regulation, there was no anything. So they were all coming here, and super, super busy, bro. I love motorcycles. I love motorcycles. I have 2 motorcycles still to this day. I ride them as much as I can. And I had done like bro, maybe 50 projects in the summer, like in 3 months, and like the money was good. And I was like, you know what? I should spoil myself. And I went out, I bought this race Ducati because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start going to the track. I want to start tracking this bike and racing for fun and whatever. So I got this insane Ducati, bro. The fastest I ever went was like 230 miles an hour on the highway, 2 in the morning, nyung, crazy. And yeah, bro, all was good. So I stopped riding the bike for like 3 weeks or 4 weeks because I was shooting like crazy. That month before my accident, I did 22 projects in 30 days, bro. 22 projects. I
Dang.
was shooting every single day. Shoot, scout, DP. And I got to the point where I had my first day off. I was at peace. Everything was good. And I had a shoot with Ken like the next day or a couple days after. And I was on my way to the gym. And my mom, dude, I love my mom. My mom is like my rock.
Same.
And she's very spiritual. She's very like, like she has intuition. She has all these. And she kept telling me, Bello, don't go on the bike. Don't go on the bike. Please don't go on the bike. And I'm like, no, I haven't ridden in 1 month. I have to go on the bike. I have to. I go on the bike. I go to the gym. Amazing leg day. Best leg day of my life, bro. I'm on my way home. This guy, Miami driver, comes, stops in the middle of the street. My bike hits the back of his car. Bro, I fly 40 feet from where my bike stopped to where I landed, going like 60 miles an hour, bro. 40 feet. I landed. Don't remember landing. All I remember is standing up. I walked to like the grass in the middle of the street and I sat down. I had my helmet. I was wearing my little booty shorts. I had my shirt and I had my backpack with my laptop.
Besides of the helmet, nothing else?
Nothing else, bro. And so I'm there and I'm just like sitting there and I remember like, what the fuck do I do? Like I had my Apple Watch, I had my phone, no clue where they went. They were gone. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, okay, well, I feel fine. Like I'm sure I'm fine. And then like I'm sitting like this and I like look down at my arm and my arm is like split open.
No way.
Bro, I can see the bone, I can see all the muscle and I'm like, okay, I'm not fine, but it's okay. And the guy comes up to me, who do you want me to call? I already called the ambulance, they're coming, whatever.
The guy from the car?
No, some other guy. The guy from the car tried leaving,
No way.
but his car turned off. So he was like there trying to turn it on. And this guy comes up to me, he goes, who do you want me to call? And I go, oh, call my mom, I guess. Like, I don't know. And I give him the phone number. He calls my mom like 6 times. Bro, I'm sitting on the ground and I'm like trying to process what just happened, arm open. And you know what he tells my mom? Did your son drive a red Ducati? And I go, bro, she's gonna think I'm dead. I go, tell her I'm not dead. And he goes, no, he's fine, he's fine. I was 2 minutes from my house. My mom came, I got in the ambulance, bro, they took me to the hospital. I texted Ken. You remember? I texted Ken, yo, dude, I had a little accident. Don't worry. I'm fine, I'm good, I'm gonna be there tomorrow. I was like, I'm gonna be there tomorrow, bro, I'll be there, don't worry. He goes, okay, let me know if you need anything, I got you. Nah, bro, I'm good, don't worry. This isn't a pandemic. So no visitors in the hospital, no one can come, like just lockdown. Bro, I'm in the hospital and I'm asking the nurse, I go, hey, how long do you think till I can leave? And she's like, you have surgery coming, we have to do your x-rays, your this. And I go, surgery? Surgery for what? And she goes, oh, you have a degloving in your arm. You need like 30 stitches, we need to clean it, whatever, bro. Long story short, got out of the hospital.
Break any other bone?
I broke my foot. I broke like my ankle.
Okay.
Yeah, everything else was good. Dude, like if I didn't have my laptop, and my laptop was like this. It was bent. It was bent.
Your back would have been
fucked.
Huh.
And so I was in the hospital, dude, whatever. And like I was there for a week or two, a week and a half. Just like, what the fuck do I do? Like I'm there, like.
told Ken though.
Yeah, I told Ken. I was like, yo, Ken. I was like, hey, dude, I'm actually not gonna make it, but like, here's whoever can shoot this for. Here's, bro, don't worry, take care of yourself. I get out of the hospital. I'm driving, and dude, like getting out of the hospital and getting home, it felt like I was being punished. It felt like I had done something wrong in my life. It felt like everything was over. Like I was like, I can't shoot. I'm gonna be trapped in this house. My career is over. At the time, I was about to buy my first house. So I had all my money saved for the house, and I was just like, fuck, like it's all gonna go to medical shit. And I'm sitting there, dude, like existentially, not in a good place. And I start like thinking, I'm like, okay, well, I can't leave the house. I have a bunch of money that I was gonna buy a house with. What do I do? And one of my dreams, was to always open a film lab. It was like I had always wanted one because the last good film lab in Miami had closed. Like there was no other film labs anywhere. And I was developing my film, all of my friends' film in my fucking sink in my laundry room, my mom's house. And I'm like, this is a business. Like this can be a business. So I started doing research, finding the machines, the chemical, what the process is like, how much it costs, all this stuff. And I started planning it. I'm like planning it. And yeah, my dad, he took me to look at properties like retail locations. We went to Little Haiti, Hialeah, Doral, Wynwood. We went all over the place and we found a space in Wynwood that was within the budget, that was made sense, is perfect. I'm like, it's where we are now.
Okay.
And I'm like, this is the spot. Like, this is great. So we got there, you know, talked to the landlord, signed the lease, and I started opening. Like I got machines, chemical, all this stuff. And at the time, I remember I had fallen in love with one of my friend's apartments, and I love how she decorated the apartment. And I had asked her, "Hey, do you mind if I go shoot something on film in your apartment because it's so cool?" She said, "Yeah, yeah, come, whatever." She wasn't there, but her roommate was there. We got along. You know, I shot this like little commercial, like a little fashion film in her apartment, and I sent it to her, and she was like, "Dude, this is beautiful. This is amazing. Whatever, whatever." And she was an interior designer. She was becoming an interior designer. And I said, "Yeah, listen, like, I would love for you to help me with the store. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know anything about design." The first render we made was horrible, bro. Thank God we did not open that. And yeah, bro, she started helping me design. You know, we spent every single day together, and we ended up dating for 4 fucking years.
Crazy.
Dude, like, she decorated the Miami store, Atlanta store, Chicago store, whatever. And yeah, bro, like that whole process, like, it made me realize that everything happens for a reason. And the accident, had the accident not happened, would not have opened Bellows, probably, would not have dated Danny, would not have got into where I am now, like, truthfully, you know?
Yeah.
And at the time, I'm telling you, man, like, it felt like I was being punished. It felt like I had done the most horrible shit, and I was in, like,
Yeah,
in,
you were like, why I
bro, I
broke the
was in
bike,
the
blah, blah,
inferno. I was literally, like, questioning everything, like, and it all worked out,
blah.
you know?
Nice. And in the business side, like when you started opening this, you told me how old were you when you opened it?
The first film lab, I was 22.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I didn't know shit.
And like you didn't know about business, like you told me your dad is a businessman?
Yeah, yeah. My dad is,
O-
yeah,
Okay, so you had
he's a businessman.
did he help you at the beginning? Like if like how do you start like something
Yeah,
like that? Like I
bro.
can't even imagine
It's
like
just risk. It's just
uh-huh.
like I said. You know what? I also was so passionate about it that I was like, between me, Ken, and my two other homies, we could stay afloat. Like I could keep it going for a little while, you know. And I think I had a lot of comfort because I already had a lot of friends depending on me to process their film. So I'm like, there's already
You
a
had the
customer
clients,
base. Yeah, yeah. You know. And then no, dude. I mean, my dad, you know, he didn't help me with like financials. He never gave me money to open the store. It was all the money that I had saved from working. And I took the money from the house I wanted to buy and I just put it into the store instead and I stayed at home. And yeah, dude, like I just I learned through error. Like, you know, like I knew, okay, for a business to work, you need to charge more than it costs. That's it. That's it. That's just simple business. And then understanding about the film side and the scanner side, like I already had that knowledge from what I was already doing, you know? But bro, trial and error.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now that you're like already on the business, especially like the art business, the film,
Yeah.
um, do you feel there's a big difference between like running a regular business,
Sure.
like or and a creative business? Like talking about creative clients, like how
Yeah.
does it work? Obviously, the industry's way smaller.
Yeah.
Like how do you see those difference between like a regular business and a creative business?
Yeah. I mean, what I'll say about Bellow specifically is that it feels more like a restaurant hybrid because, you know, we're delivering orders. We have people ordering things. It's like we have turnarounds and deadlines and expiration dates and things. So it's like a lot of it feels like a restaurant in the sense. Um, my favorite part about Bellows is who I get to meet. You know, like the creatives that come to, even if they're buying a roll of film for a shoot, it's like figuring out, okay, what are you shooting? What's your technique? Why are you shooting this? Like, that's more interesting to me than anything else, you know? And I think like it's opened up a lot of doors for me in terms of like experimentation to where it's like, okay, I have the film, I have the machines, I have the chemical, like I can try alternative processes. I can shoot a roll to test for a shoot, develop it in 1 hour and see exactly what we're gonna do. It's like it helped me a lot in that sense. And I think that running Bellows is all about the team. Like the teams are incredible, dude. Like everyone that works at every single lab is individually exceptional. Like, you know, we go through rounds and rounds and rounds of interviews trying to find the right people, the right photographers. You know, one thing that's super important to us is like making sure our team is happy, bro. It's like when you know your team loves what they do, it's not work. It's not work. It's like people come in, they develop, you know, Chicago can develop sometimes 400 rolls per day, bro. 400. Think about that. That's whatever 400 times 36 images. Like, think about that. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I was thinking about also like the stories that are on those rolls.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Like you see all this like
Yeah.
pictures and stories of people like
Mhm.
every day.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
We have photographers like this guy Patrick Koitzel, I think is the last name. Amazing photographer, goes to the Miami lab. He does all wildlife and nature, and bro, he goes to like Big Sur and he does amazing landscapes. We have photographers that shoot like Sisma, a FEID's photographer. Bro, he comes and he shoots beautiful album covers and like creative projects, the Salomon campaigns, Salomon. And it's just like, it's so interesting to see so many different styles in one place. Like we develop for campaigns like diesel, anthropology, and it's like, dude, they're dropping off 300 rolls. And it's like, this is crazy. The creative direction, the lighting, the everything is like so inspiring, you know? Yeah, man. I learned a lot from the lab.
That's nice. Well, just closing it. We're on the first part of the conversation that is the on. I
Yeah.
told you, well, it's on and off. So the on is the side that more people know about you.
Sure.
The business side, blah blah, and then the off. I always say, it's the saucy stuff.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hop into that,
Yeah.
and I guess we can like walk around your house,
Yeah.
maybe just like see different objects, talk some
Let's do
other
it.
stuff, and hop to the offsite.
Yeah. Let's run it.
Okay, vamos.
Bro. Vamos.
Coming out of the jungle, bro.
Show me around. What's going on here?
Bro, so welcome to the crib. You want to talk about the island?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dude, so this little island that's here, like, this is what made me fall in love with the house. Like, the outside, the fucking nature, this little bridge. Even though it's fucking dirty right now, I think just, like, the fact that it has this little, like, meditation island area is, like...
Did you go there for?
No, I haven't yet. Like, I haven't spent a lot of time because I feel like I have to do a lot of cleaning. You know, like, I want to, like, lay it flat. I want to put, like, a little table, whatever. But, yeah, bro.
Nice.
A lot of potential.
A lot of potential.
know?
I
Yeah.
told you, you got to do a DJ set there.
Dude, throw everyone in the water.
Exactly.
You know?
The pond party.
I think if you plan it, bro, I'll do it.
Bellows, hey, say less.
I'll do it, I'll
Bellows
do it.
pond party.
Bro,
I got the DJs already. I bring the set.
Pharaoh's here.
We got the full. Ooh,
Bro,
what's going on here?
this is my fucking heaven, bro. The big green eggs.
Can I open it?
Yeah.
Damn.
Charcoal grills, dude. I had a pizza night the other night, but I cook everything in this. Like, that's
But
like...
wait, what does this do? Like,
Dude, it's a grill. Like, it's a grill, it's an oven, it's a smoker. Like, you want to make ribs, make ribs. You want to make pizza, pizza. Like, steak.
this is like ceramic.
This is ceramic, yeah, because this is for the pizza.
Okay.
So you put the pizza here, and you fucking, like, cook it like it's, oh, fuck, look. It's charcoal.
Charcoal.
Yeah. So this one's set up like a grill right now. This is set up, like, for pizza, but you got to take these off. And then that's an actual pizza oven.
Yeah, I've seen this one. Fire.
Yeah, clearly I have an obsession.
So, wait, so you're into like cooking?
Bro, cooking, grilling, it's my pastime, bro.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I
Do
love it.
Have you have any recent like favorite plates or new dishes or?
Dude, you know what I make a
okay.
lot? I've been making a lot of steak here, not gonna lie, and pizza and pasta, bro.
Pasta. Pasta here?
No, not here.
Oh, okay,
inside.
okay.
But dude, like,
You say you can do everything.
that's true. You probably could, dude. You probably could.
Nice.
You probably could. Dale, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome back in.
This is a real kitchen here.
Bro, this is my happiness.
So do you cook more outside or here?
More inside, especially like when it's like hot out. But like lately that it's been nice, dude, I've been grilling, fucking smoking, like, bro, it's my favorite pastime for
And
sure.
you gotta eat un plato rest of your life. What you would choose?
Dude, lately I've
Or
been...
like three
Okay,
dishes.
3 perfect.
Yeah.
Dude, short rib ragu with fucking like the pasta, hell yeah. Smash burgers.
Smash burgers.
And carne asada tacos, bro. Pero de mano, como hecho de mano, like.
Sí.
That's it, bro.
Good
That's
election, good election.
You know Marcello's Peruvian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Hey, somos
Crazy,
vecinos.
bro. I know. El lomo saltado, ceviche.
Peruvian cuisine is the best,
Top tier.
after Chilean cuisine.
Nah,
I'm kidding.
chill.
Chilean cuisine
That's
sucks.
crazy. That's a hot take, bro. That's a hot take.
Okay.
Show me around. Show me some
Yeah,
objects.
bro. So
What about this chair?
yeah, I mean, dude. So this is undergoing a little renovation right now. But yeah, I kind of just like pick up little pieces that I like over time. Like this chair specifically, like it came from a shop called Flipatic. It's like a Danish furniture resell. And basically, dude, like it is the most comfortable chair to read, to like lay like this, dude. After working for 14 hours, you come lay in
Chilling
this
there.
chair like this. Go, show him. Like this. This is it. The
Swi-
rocking chair,
Swiping
dude.
here in TikTok.
Dude, it's incredible. It's so comfy. I could knock out right now.
Hey, trust me. Bro.
That's crazy. This is a crazy angle, bro. No, I can't do this angle, bro. Pause. Bro, there was one time we were shooting for Bad Bunny, J-BALVIN's, and Dua Lipa for a song called Un Dia or Una Dia or something like
I
that.
remember that one.
Bro, it was me, stills on the boat with a underwater operator, like me operating camera, assistant, everything. And man, we were going to the John Pennekamp Jesus statue under the water. It's like a statue of Jesus.
Yeah, I've seen it.
And I've dove there 1,000 times, bro, because I scuba dive too. Like not lately, but I scuba dive. And Matias wanted that shot. I mean, Stills wanted that shot for the video, whatever. So we go. The captain is a mess. Like off rip, we already knew something was wrong with this guy. First of all, it's a 40-minute drive, boat ride to get there. It took us 2.5 hours because he was just taking the weird ways.
That's Key West?
This is Key Largo.
Oh, Key Largo.
Yeah. And so just a nightmare off rip. We get there super late. The perfect time for the sun was noon. We got there like at 3. So we get there, or later, like 5. So we're shooting whatever. We finish shooting. It's a very quick thing. And me and Stills are like, okay, let's get the fuck out of here. We got it before it gets dark. Because this guy was already weird, the captain. So, bro, we're driving and this guy's hauling ass on the way back because he didn't want it to get dark. So he's going full speed ahead on the boat and we're hitting these giant waves, literally like panicking, bro. Like we're like, yo, like, pa, pa, pa. And we're all like looking at
With
each
the
other.
equipment and
With the
everything.
equipment and everything. And Matias is, Stills is in the bottom level. And he's like, yo, I'm just gonna chill here because the waves are crazy. I go, yeah, for sure. Dude, we're driving and like out of nowhere, I start hearing like scraping. And I'm like, yo, I think we're like hitting something. As soon as I said that, the whole ship goes into a sandbar. And we're on like $1 million Van Dutch, like a crazy expensive boat. So we're sitting there and now the captain is freaking out. Oh, I'm gonna lose my job, I'm gonna this. We thought he was drunk or like drugged because of the way he was acting. And then everyone's panicking except me, of course. And I'm just like, dude, like, we'll figure it out. Like, you know, me and this amazing the camera assistant, Sean, were like, okay, let's think backwards. We're stuck in the ground, 50 feet from the deep end. Bro, we take the anchor of the boat, we walk it all the way to the deep end, we throw the anchor, and we start using the thing to start turning the boat. So we start turning the boat, and we're pulling ourselves out. Bro, we looked at the bottom. We have like, you know how there's 2 propellers? We only have one that is not broken, and it only has 2 little blades. So we're like literally leaving, like we got out of the sand, and it took us 5 hours to get back to the marina, bro. 5 hours, bro, going like 2 miles an hour the whole way back.
And while you guys were like taking the boat out of there, what was the captain doing? Like
Freaking out. He was freaking out, bro. He like jumped in the water with his full clothes on. He's like, we're stuck. He's like, I'm gonna call the Coast Guard. And I'm like, dude, like, what do you mean? Like, when the captain is the one freaking out, there's something wrong, you know? And I just told him, I go, dude, like, we can figure this out. Like, took the anchor, we walked it, dropped the anchor, and pulled ourselves out, bro.
Damn.
That was crazy.
that was your first time working with Stills, or?
No, with Stills, I mean, we did a bunch of projects together when his career started. We did like a bunch of rappers, and then we started doing the Bad Bunny stuff.
How did you meet him?
And we had mutual friends. We had a lot of mutual
Miami
friends. Yeah.
scene?
Yeah, like high school and stuff like that. So we had a lot of mutuals, and dude, like, we just got along super well. And yeah, he was like, hey, I have a very small video if you want to help me shoot it. I said, yeah, for sure. And we shot it, came out dope.
Nice.
You know?
And what about other directors? I was thinking like around here
Yeah.
of the Latin industry. Like you've
Yeah.
worked with other like classic directors?
Bro, yeah, like I love working with Gian, with Death of Gian. It's my fucking boy. Fernando Lugo is another visionary that I love working with. I'm trying to think.
What about Fernando? Like, you have
love
any experience with
Fernando.
him or like
Dude,
any
I've
project that you remember?
I've probably done like 15 projects with Fernando, and him and I get along because we're both super chill. Have you met him?
Nah.
Fernando is like most calm, easy, chill, go with the flow director ever, bro. It's like me and him get along very well. And actually we did a Daddy Yankee music video once. Huge budget. We shot on film. Like, dude, 2 days shoot, incredible. Like the project came out amazing. And Daddy Yankee was like, "Oh, I don't like the song anymore."
I'm
So
not
it never
releasing
came
it?
out.
Damn.
I know, dude. And the video was incredible, bro.
And you still you have that file.
I've
in a
never
hard
seen
drive?
it. I've never seen the final.
never said, like-
I don't even think they made it to editing. I don't
Okay,
think.
okay.
Maybe they did, but I don't think so.
Damn.
I know, dude.
Well, there's a lot of projects that end up there in a hard drive.
I know,
forever.
and they just sit forever.
Oh, we should talk about this one, the one that we were.
Hermanos Gutierrez.
Maybe it's not your favorite, but this is
Not my
fire.
favorite, but for sure one of my favorite artists, dude. I think, bro, right now it's actually this one. Where is it? Oh, it's probably on the other shelf. Oh, it's right here. This one. Bro, it's a band called As Tall as Lions. It's my favorite fucking
And a
band,
beautiful
bro.
cover.
Yeah. I don't know. I found this band like by accident, and dude, I listened to them. Like I listened to this record probably
What
like
type of music is it? Like.
it's like indie rock, but they have a lot of like very soft stuff and a lot of very like aggressive shit, you know. But yeah, dude, I have a lot of fucking vinyls. Decemberists, a lot of metal too. The Used, fucking soundtracks, Black Sabbath,
Sabbath.
Iron Maiden, bro, Hot Chili Peppers. I have a lot of metal. I fucking love metal, bro. Slipknot. I have like 40 Slipknot, Polyphia, Metallica, even Kanye. Yeah, dude, diverse.
And what about this big boy here?
Bro, the Annie Leibovitz Sumo. This is like when I'm feeling like I'm missing inspiration, I go through this book.
Bro,
Like
this
I
is-
swear to God, like just the size, the
Yeah.
prints, everything, bro. Like there's photos here of like Trump, Mick Jagger, like Johnny
different
Depp.
photographers or?
No, this is all the same photographer, Annie Leibovitz. Bro, she is a legend. She's for sure top 2 favorite photographers. Like this picture, fucking insane, dude.
Yeah. It's
Whenever-
all medium format or?
Medium format, yeah. And 35. But whenever I need a little bit of inspo, I go through this book, bro. Like you've seen this photo before.
Yes, sir.
No?
Wow.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
it has to be with the globe.
No, it's okay. But yeah, dude.
And oh,
My drum
little
set.
drum
little-
demonstration.
No, there's no way. Not right now.
But what do you do regularly here? Like you just play
Dude,
around
I play,
with it?
yeah. Like I
Metal or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I play almost every day now, which is really nice. Basically, like I'll start with like some sort of song to warm up. Lately it's been like Pierce the Veil or fucking like Slipknot like as a warm up. And then I'll go into like crazier stuff. I've been playing a lot of jazz lately, which is really nice. But yeah, dude, I play like almost every day, like an hour and a half now, you know, if I have time. And yeah, bro.
What about the guitars?
The guitars, my
You
babies.
said you had. This is a new one.
That's the new one, the PRS. This is a guitar I've wanted for like, dude, probably like 5 or 6 years. And it was just like, it never made sense. Like I never played enough. But now that I'm playing a lot more, I'm like, okay, I can justify it and I can rip it. Yeah, dude.
You used to use the white one. Or?
No, the white one, like all of the pickups are like pretty shot except this one. So I need to like take it apart and redo these. The pickups aren't expensive, which is good. But this is like this was my main for years, the fucking Les Paul. And yeah, bro, played this for a while.
So what are you doing like if you're not shooting or anything?
Yeah.
You told me about going. You go to the gym, drums.
Dude, yeah, like if I'm not shooting, like this is my office, bro, and my office is very telling. It's a little messy right now, But like you can see I have the fucking film scanner, the Fuji Frontier at the crib. I have this Imicon, like this FlexTight. This is like a super scanner. I actually stole it from the lab in Miami because I wanted to like create like my own book. So I'm starting to rescan like all my old negatives and stuff like that. And this thing does like the highest resolution, the craziest scans. But yeah, bro, so like if I have time, I'll sit here, I'll scan.
What about this Mamiya?
Dude, the Super 2.3.
No way.
This is like my fucking pride and joy. I got it off my friend Mo. And it's like the old camera they use for like paparazzi, for press. Like it was like the fucking, you know, like, oh, Princess Diana or whatever. And I found a modern flash for it. So I'm able to like meter and shoot with it and have like the photos come out super, super cool and unique.
You use it often, or?
Yeah, I take it on almost all my shoots. I used it last week on a shoot, and I only shot 2 rolls because
For like fashion, or?
yeah, it's a very specific look, but dude, the look is incredible.
Yeah, like hard flash, or?
Yeah. And since the flash isn't above the lens, it gives it like a character, you know? Yeah, like a side
You don't
ear.
have it flat.
Yeah. And I've done it, like I've shot it to where like I'll take it off the grip and I'll hold it, like it's kind of different to have a different angle. It looks really good, dude.
Nice.
Yeah. But other than that, bro, I spend a lot of time like working on machines, on my cars, on my bikes. Like truthfully, like I'll show you this machine that I have right now. Bro. So this machine came from Japan. This is like a guest room that is currently being redecorated. Bro, this machine, one of my vendors bought it from another vendor in Japan, and it got dropped in shipping. So like it's completely cracked, like this is dented, whatever. But all the internals are perfect. So what I'm doing now is like I'm making time to restore it to like a fully working machine. And then this will go to the next Bellows once it's done in a couple months.
Nice. Where?
Can't say yet.
Ooh.
I can't say yet. Just
Okay,
know,
new
know.
location, new location.
Yeah, new location.
Okay.
It's gonna be a sick spot though.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I'm stoked. I'm
So
stoked.
this for the new store then?
Yeah, and I've just been like taking apart like the head, all the pieces, the motors, the drive shafts, like cleaning everything out, you know, making sure everything is set and right, crazy, all reliable.
You got some random.
Dude, this
random
this
objects.
fucking plane.
You got the Lego here.
I bought this plane because I was like, I've always loved like RC shit, you know? Oh, the wheels are missing. I've always loved like RC shit, RC boats, RC planes. Look at the size of this plane. I bought it fully thinking like I'm gonna go to a park, I'm gonna fly it, it's gonna be fucking sick. Until I find out that you have to register it with the FAA. You have to join a special club, like it's a membership type of thing. Like I was like, dude, I'm never gonna
3
fly
years
this
before
fucking
you
plane.
can fly it.
Yeah, you have to get like approved. They have to like, it's a whole thing, bro. One day I'll fly it though. One day I will.
Yes. Vamos de vuelta.
Yeah.
Sentémonos.
Do you want to do the fridge thing where you're like, oh, you can tell somebody, you can tell a lot about somebody about their fridge? I heard you say that earlier.
Yeah, you can go back to
Oh,
the
yeah,
fridge.
yeah, yeah.
He's nice. He has a crazy cast iron pan collection.
Can I open your fridge?
Yeah.
You know, the fridge say a lot about.
I know about who you are as a
about
person.
who you are. Oh, okay. What we got here? Got some champagne.
Ignore the giant cake.
Yeah, what's
That's
going on here?
Dude, it's from the pizza night. Like everyone brought dessert.
Okay.
Like we just didn't get to it, bro.
Question, that champagne bottle, is that the one that we brought? You remember the
I don't
barbecue
drink.
we have here?
Bro, you know
drink.
I've never tasted alcohol.
In your life.
Never tasted alcohol. I've never smoked. I've never nothing,
like
bro.
What about this corner here?
Bro, that's my little take it out. Look at it. That's my specialty. That's my treasure.
Shit.
This is egg basket.
Bro, all this like super rare film stock, the discontinued stuff yeah, bro.
Never seen this.
I'm telling you, the sauce. I'm waiting for a special occasion.
Uh-huh.
I have like the last boxes of Fuji Velvia like ever made.
Fuji Chrome? Mm-hmm. What is this?
Provia 100. It's reversal. So it's color positive film, it's E6. So when you look at the negative, you see the actual photo. But it was discontinued because apparently it's horrible for the environment. Yeah, apparently. That's what they said.
Any other exotic one?
Bro, there's black and white, neopan black and white in there. That's super rare. Came from Japan. Yeah, dude.
Very chrome pan?
Very chrome. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude.
Wow.
That's been a collection in the making for years,
Beautiful.
years.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
I was gonna ask you if you could collaborate like with someone out of your area, you know, like even like I don't know, a chef or whatever. Like what would you?
But
be
in what sense?
In any sense, like just work in a project together, but it can be like, you know, whatever.
Anything.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a crazy question, dude. Damn. Like at least like for videos, like an artist that I've always wanted to shoot would be like Slipknot. You know, like that would be like a dream. I've shot metal videos before and like they're super fun, but like Slipknot would be a dream. Shooting like Coldplay would be fucking legendary. I think like outside of that, man, I don't know.
Which area like caught your attention? Like for example, like I don't know, like culinary stuff or...
Yeah, lately, I mean, music always has been my thing. Lately, especially the last couple years, dude, I've really been getting into fashion, bro. Not for myself, but like being able to like admire it. You know, like I see pieces and I'm like, okay, this is art. Like this is so interesting, this is so unique. So maybe something with fashion, like, I don't know, I couldn't name a designer, I couldn't name anyone right now, truthfully. But yeah, bro, that would be sick.
Nice. And well, I think we're good with the off. Maybe we close with if you have one word that describes your entire career and your entire, just one word.
One word to describe my career would be insanity. Like it just never ends. It like it's I don't know. So it's always going. There's always something happening. There's always a new project. There's always a new creative. There's always something happening, you know, and it's insane. Yeah.
Well, thank you. It was a
Thank
pleasure.
you, bro. Hell yeah.
It was a great conversation, and we see you guys on the next episode that we're gonna be put it on and off.